Man, I saw this post on Facebook. It said, a salary is a drug that you give to somebody to make them forget their dreams. Hashtag be great. You're following what you believe you should be doing. It's hard. And right whenever you're about to throw in the towel, some grand offer comes to you to go ahead and solidify you throwing in the towel.
Yeah.
And then you go for it.
Yeah.
And right on the other side of that toss was the actual win. I was done with what I was doing and got that offer. And that offer was driving me slowly to hell in a Rolls Royce. And I think that dude failed and chose the wrong one. He met her at some club, some coke or something, drank too much vodkas, too much Jaeger bombs, bro. Saw this chick, she was bad. They got married and the dude fell off. And he had to fall off so he can get his life right and see that, man, dude, what are you doing? If you're gonna say something in the form of correction, say that shit like you say it.
Yeah.
Don't soft shoe around it thinking that you're gonna get the respect because you said it softy and churchy. I think what it was, she was offended. She saw some chick that looked better than her in public, had a little bit more smack, had the bonnet on, and she's like, I don't like this. I'm fixing the top bag. She went back in her feelings. Guaranteed. We get taught more boy shit on television and then rap albums. All the stuff that we listen to in our rap albums help push like that agenda. That single, forget women. It's bad. If you're like 40 years old and you still want to do that, you're the boy that should have been mentioned in this, not the men. Because men want to get married.
Okay.
Real men look for companionship and desire that. I think that society allows rappers just to rap to continue to say stupid stuff to hold people down. But whenever it comes up to actually doing something with what you gain, you're not allowed to do it. I used to be able to just sit back and look cute and not say much.
Yeah.
My circle was seeming to grow. But since you got me all having to speak and all this and carrying on, my circle is deplenishing. A lot of people are running away.
So there you go. Because people didn't know that you
I don't like this guy anymore. He talks too much. I'm out.
Yeah, people didn't know you actually talked. They just thought you made jokes all the damn time.
Unity is more than UNITY or YTINU. It's poetry. I poetically form words that conform to a positive thought or thought process which link the poet to the people. The people sync up like a C cup in a push-up with somebody's puckers stuck to the words of the poet, and they unite into a blissful harmony like the souls of two lovers making love under the bright full moon. Shango and Oshun inspired infused trance you feel when the beats from the drum mingle with your spirit and your body becomes possessed. So you tap your feet and clap your hands. And if you knew the steps to the tribal dance, you would get up and dance, dance, dance. So you dance in your seat, listening to the beat. Pulses and vibrations, frequencies to libations. The right words move you, soothe you, and caress your mind. Umoja, the first principle needed for family, community, and state. Again, we unite to create a better state of consciousness for UNITY. Words become music to your ears, sometimes bringing emotion-filled tears, some filled with cheers. The harmonies, tones, and textures flow together so well it's fluid. Liquid like water flowing down the Nile. Wow, we create style together like family should be. Family right here with me. Poetry, music, and me coming together to form this poetic harmony. I said it, coming together to form this poetic harmony. Peace.
That was the Falcon. The Falcon, I appreciate that, man. That's always live every time you do something, man. The Falcon runs Las Vegas to me as far as poets go.
Oh, stop it.
No,
Thank
it's
you,
real.
brother. I appreciate that.
A lot of people put on, and you really about that.
Thank you, brother.
I really appreciate it. So, hey, this is the first true installment of the pot.
Okay.
I tried this last month.
Mm-hmm.
It was a damn disaster.
What?
Yeah, it was a disaster. I brought a guest on. I didn't much listen to what he had to say before we brought him on.
Yes, sir.
And his conversation wasn't really for my people. Ooh. It wasn't to my people.
Ooh.
This show is for Black artists dealing with the life.
Yes.
Dealing with people,
mm-hmm.
dealing with personality disorders and how to move. He didn't quite understand that, and I felt bad for it. So we're finna do this right. Let me get my guys in here to introduce themselves, man.
Okay.
DMash, let's get it.
DMash official. How y'all
Yes,
doing?
sir.
How y'all doing, man?
All right.
Tell us a little bit about what you got going on, man.
Oh, well, I'm from Chicago, man. West
Yes,
side
sir.
Chicago.
How long you been in Vegas?
Vegas.
Or let's say the West Coast, because a lot of people just don't know a lot. Let's get that out real
And Vegas
quick.
is crazy. It's transit city.
Yes.
Been in Vegas for 11 years,
Okay,
5 months, and 21 days.
that's accurate.
That's timing. You keeping it.
Yeah.
Been out here for a minute, but it don't feel like it, man. I've seen the transition from the Allegiant Stadium, the T-Mobile.
Yeah.
I've seen everything. They tearing down Tropicana.
Yeah.
I'm like, I've seen everything. Before, y'all loving it, man. I've been here before. It was dirt.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I'm still Chicago. Man, I'm sorry. I don't know.
Chicago. Let's talk about that. I
I'm
love
claiming
Chicago. Everybody I meet from Chicago is amazing.
Yeah,
Chicago,
thank you, brother.
Baltimore, New York, obviously,
Mm-hmm.
and Detroit.
Yeah, the
Pretty
D.
much everybody I meet from
D
there is
there.
just accurate people, man.
It's amazing. But I'm from the Midwest.
Yeah.
I'm from there. I got so much coming up. I gotta fly out of Vegas the end of this month. Gotta go to Miami, California next week. I don't even know what sleep is no more.
Yeah.
I'm autopilot. I'm zoned the F out. Can
Yeah.
I say it?
No, you can't. You can say whatever you got to say on
I'm
this
zoned
show.
the fuck out.
Yeah, this is a real look, man. What made last week or last month a disaster for me
Mm-hmm.
was the guy didn't. He wanted to like show off what he does at church and not how he talks to people at Walmart.
He one of them.
And I needed my brothers to talk to somebody who has conversation.
Yes,
How do
sir.
you sound for real? Like at McDonald's whenever they're not giving your order correct. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
The Falcon.
exactly.
Tell us about you, man. How long you been in Vegas?
Well, I've been in Vegas actually 5 years this Memorial's Day.
Really?
5 years exactly
so we're
this
about to
Memorial
say.
Day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you got
From New Jersey.
Really?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Earth's in the
sir.
building.
Brick City.
Brick City.
I don't
Yeah.
know much about Jersey, man. I just know everybody. I
My
meet
OG
there is
from Jersey.
cool.
Shout out to my OG, man.
It's a lot about New Jersey people don't realize.
Yeah.
A lot of performers, a lot of artists from New Jersey people don't realize are from Jersey.
Yeah.
A lot of movies and different things based out of New Jersey. It's crazy.
Now, do you think that people don't know about it because people don't have the people in there, or they're not in the right groups to promote that?
No, it's because Jersey gets a lot of gets overshadowed by New York
Right.
because we are right there with New York, so we get overshadowed by New York.
Yeah.
in some senses.
But who has come out of Jersey to make it the pop?
We can
this is the
start
spot.
from.
This is the spot right
All
here.
right,
We
so
love
we're gonna
this.
start that. We're gonna start from Queen Latifah, the
Okay.
Fugees, Redman,
Yeah.
Lords of the Underground. I mean, I could go on as far as hip hop, but if we
Scott.
talk about poetry, we got Amiri Baraka. We got his son, who is the mayor of Newark, Raz Baraka. We got the sister called Nzinga. So there's a bunch of people who come out of New Jersey that have helped blow up different poetry scenes, rap scenes, and different things like that. Sugar Hill Gang was from New Jersey.
Right.
Oh, I know Sugar Hill Gang.
Yeah, Sugar Hill
From
Gang
Jersey?
was from Jersey. Yeah. Yeah.
Now, okay, so you mentioned all these people from Jersey, all these great
Yes.
people.
Yes.
What is it that they have out there that the black population doesn't have in Vegas? Because like I'm seeing it. I've only been here my wife and I have been here going on 5 years. And I'm
It's-
starting to see like the pockets that people mentioned before.
It's a culture. It's
Yeah.
it's a culture that brings people together, that makes them want to know who they are. It's, believe it or not, even as racism is in other places, it's strong in Jersey. It's strong in Jersey, New York. So we have a cultural context that we have to hold on to,
Right.
to learn who we are and then build off of that. So I say the community
Yeah.
is what is the difference.
So you say there's no community here?
I'm not gonna say it's no community. It's different. It's different, and it's cliquish.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna say
It is.
from what I see on the West Coast it's a real gang cliquish mentality.
You know what's sad about that, bro? Like whenever I was in Texas, I really wanted to be on the West.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Like because I felt like everybody had better personalities. People had like better posture. People thought a little clear.
Okay.
So I
Right.
thought,
So you thought.
but I didn't realize that like the places that I was coming from brought that energy to places like this. Like
Right.
before then, it was just a
Yeah.
whole bunch of division
Yes.
what I'm
until
saying?
people
Yes.
like
Yes.
myself came from those type of environments
Mhm.
to kind of mend that. So
Do you feel there's a culture here in Vegas?
yeah, I'm starting to see now that the culture in Vegas is no culture.
There we go. Okay, there we go. I was
Like
I
it's
was, I
a
was
strange,
okay. Yeah.
and it doesn't seem
What
to.
you said, you was right. It's cliquish here, and I've been
Yeah.
saying it for years. Nobody
that'll
believes
never
me.
really.
Oh, yeah.
They
work.
don't get it. I'm like, if there's a click,
Yeah,
There's
and
click
if you don't
is-
follow that fucking click, they don't fuck with you.
Right.
Right.
And that's
Right,
me.
right,
I'm
right,
like,
right.
I don't want that shit, y'all. It's not organic. It's not
yeah.
genuine. I'm from a place where we're real. This is who we
Yeah.
are.
Right.
You know,
right.
you know
right.
what I'm saying?
And of course,
That's
you know,
how we
I
are.
know,
Right?
Yeah.
New
yeah.
Jersey, New York, Chicago. Like we real. We ain't gonna fucking fake that shit. And it's like I see it. I don't like it, so I deviate from that.
So you being a comedian,
Yeah.
in your particular space, are you feeling like received by other people in your field?
Am I received?
In
Like by
Vegas.
the, you know, when I say by the
In
people that
Vegas.
you're trying
In Vegas.
because
There you go.
honestly, y'all,
Okay.
we miss that.
You
Anybody can see us, right? But the truth is, you really want to be seen by the people that can help you,
want to keep it 100?
and the people that
Keep
can
it
I'm gonna
motivate
keep it
you.
one book. Okay,
Right.
so
Keep
I
it
just
100.
I recently just did Keenan Thompson's
Shouts to Keenan Thompson.
yeah, I
His
love
new
you, Keenan
book is
Thompson. What up,
amazing.
bro? I love
Okay.
Keenan. He was
Yeah,
out
yeah.
here at Jimmy Kimmel, and I made it to I did 2 performances. They had 3 days, April 26th, 27th, 28th.
Yeah,
I made it. I made it on stage. I did 7 minutes. They gave me extra minutes and all that good stuff, right?
yeah.
But they were asking people questions. They had the SNL crew, Saturday Night Live people. The
Yeah.
writers were there, and everybody had their time to speak and speak about their experiences and all that. And I said, in Vegas, you guys don't know me. I'm Deshaun Marsh. My name is DMash. Also, I don't like the comedy scene in Vegas. Reason why? I said it's fickle. You gotta get in good with these bosses, and if they don't like you, they don't put you on. And I can name so many. Again, I've been out here for a good minute now.
Yeah.
I'm seeing what I see. I don't like what I see. They haven't fully accepted me. You gotta get in this clique. Or they run the Dirty 1230 at South Point. I've been wanting to get on there for years. You know what that is, right?
No, I don't know
it's,
that.
It's at South Point. It's called Dirty at 1230.
Okay.
Dirty
then-
at 12:30.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
It's Friday. It's
Okay.
today.
Okay.
It's the anniversary. The Tropicana Laugh Factory is shutting down. Someone said they're closing down. I said, good. I'm happy it's closing down. They said, you happy? It's because they never let me in. Like they want what they want.
Yeah.
And the people they had on stage were not funny. They were not fun. I'm like, the crowd is like 7 people. And I'm like, sir, with all due respect, I got my EPK. I got my resume. You know, I've done a lot of shows for different celebrity comedians. I've opened up for people. What's wrong with my resume?
Is there not a way that you can walk in there and slap people in the face legally and safely?
I thought about it.
I mean, like, like I'm gonna go ahead and do this set. If
I
you
hate
don't like
to say
it,
it.
too bad.
Too bad. They can write. That's right. So as a comedian, and there's a difference between a comedian and a comic. People are like, what do you mean? There's a difference between a comedian and a comic. My Uncle Bernie Mac, rest in peace, Bernard McCullough.
Okay.
Shouts,
I
Bernie.
love you, Uncle Bernie. A comedian is a great storyteller and keeps you intrigued the entire time.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you're gonna be laughing throughout that premise of that story.
Yes, sir.
A comic, quick joke teller.
Right.
I can tell jokes, but some people say, Deshaun, think about it. What do people really remember? A good joke or a story like, you know what, how I said a little bit of both, and someone said, okay, but people remember more like, hey man, maybe he said this, and he said this too, and then like, oh, the last part, bro, it killed me.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's a good story.
Yeah.
And Bernie Mac was the king of that.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, and I tell people that's my scene. I love to make people laugh, tell stories, but the scene out here, man, they want what they want. I'm like, you motherfuckers ain't funny. Y'all corny. And then when you try to be funny, you're not funny. You can't
Right.
try to be funny. You
Can
gotta
I,
be.
can I just tell a story? Because since you're talking about comedy, and I went to a comedy
Go
show.
ahead. Mhm.
It was this show, and it might have been at the Tropicana.
Okay.
And they did this thing where all like different comedians came out, and it was a small crowd. And I know in comedy, you're not gonna make everybody laugh,
won't.
especially if it's a small crowd.
It's
And
hit
it
or
got
miss.
to the point where the comedians were berating the small crowd, and I'm like, y'all are not that funny because
Wow.
if this small crowd is not laughing, don't try to get on them. Get your game up.
Wait, the comedians that brought the small crowd were talking bad about the small crowd that they brought.
Right.
Yeah.
You're the
Exactly.
small crowd.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's like complaining about the traffic that you're causing.
You're supposed
traffic.
to do
You're
your
traffic.
best to make the crowd
Right.
engage the crowd.
That's right.
And they were just, since the crowd wasn't laughing at their corny jokes
Uh-huh.
or their corny attempts, they were trying to berate the crowd. Oh, y'all boring. Oh, y'all this or y'all that. I was like,
there's a culture here for that. Like comedians are really they really do deal with a lot. Like Artie, he started his thing a couple years ago, his deal, and I don't know where it went.
Mm-hmm. Who was it?
Artie. He did what was it? It'll come to me. I'll look.
The name sound familiar.
Yeah, my wife took me to a couple of his shows, and he was pretty cool. He brought on some real cool comedians.
Half of comedians bring their friends. Someone said a comedian from Jersey. Someone
I know. They said what?
There's a comedian from Jersey. What was his name? I'm sorry. Comedian Triple P.
Triple P.
Oh,
I'm like, well, I'm giving you a shout out, whoever that is.
Okay.
But all right, guys. So, question on that: when is it? Since we're dealing with all these issues, when is it enough? Like, when do we just say, man, I kind of had enough of that, and we make change in this area because we're not going nowhere. We got called to this valley for a reason, so we got to kind of make it.
I'm gonna tell you right now. For me, enough was when that's why I do my own stuff.
Yeah,
I don't need to go and be in your show or your show. I create my own.
Yeah, but in doing so, are you able to get worthy collaborations that help you continue to go? Not to where you're like doing like, little drops, and then you're having to talk about how things were negative and how it didn't work.
I don't move in negativity. First of all,
right.
Any show that I do, it's about positive. It's about upliftment. It's about enlightening. And again, since my vibe is always positive, I'm building and growing.
Yeah. So you don't ever be by yourself.
I'm never by myself.
Right on. That's actually
I'm building a team as we speak of poets who want to do positive work in the community, who wants to share their gift and things like that. So for me, I don't deal in negativity. Y'all could keep that over there wherever y'all are.
Facts.
Y'all could keep your clicks. Y'all could do this and that. I'm about sharing and spreading love.
Yeah.
That's what art is about.
Absolutely.
We're going to share what's happening in the community, but in order to build, we got to have love for the community. And we can't do that by divisive tactics.
Right. I'll tell y'all, in my field of art, I haven't really met many black people. I don't meet any brothers at all.
Really?
Like I'm sitting at these meetings that are
Serious?
really good meetings, man. Like every art director in Vegas, I'm the only black person in the cops.
Ain't no light-skinned people in there?
Not even light-skinned people, man. Like if Quan walked in there, that would be like the only other black person or close to black or understanding of black people is what I meant to say.
Okay.
In there. Like no, they don't really, the people that are in these groups don't seem to understand how we walk artistically.
Right.
So they just look for things that are familiar, and it shuts me out because I'm the only person in there to speak up for change in this city. Like, like when they paint the generators and things like that, there's things that we have the right to do to make this city prettier, and it happens through the arts.
I agree.
And if we don't have representation in those rooms, then all the arts and things that we see are going to be, they're not going to be tailored to what we see as art.
No.
Now, I'm going to tell you why I believe that is. I'm going to tell you why, because some of those artists don't know how to get in those circles. They're so focused a lot of times, and we know creative people are focused on their art more so than the business side of it. So when you're too focused on your art and not the business of it, you can't get into them meetings because you're too busy being so creative that you don't know how to tune in.
So you're basically saying that they don't even need to be in those meetings. Those guys who don't see that don't even need to really be in those meetings.
No, they need to be there.
Oh.
But they need to learn how to open their mind up beyond their art.
Right.
Once they can open their mind beyond their art, then they can get and sit in those meetings. I mean, even if you started a group, let's say you started a group on Facebook, black artists, black male artists in Vegas. I'm sure you'll see how many artists there are. Yeah. And then you can start tapping into why don't I know you? Yeah. You can tap into them. So again, one of the things I do is I create, groups with artists and see where they are. Those who want to work with me, then, we work together. Those who don't, no hard feelings.
Going the back road with that. Like if I don't see you in a charity, like a charity space, considering that I'm a full-time volunteer, then it's just hard for me to take you seriously in that, to me. I don't know.
Right.
But
and again, there's this old thought about starving artists, right? And when you're a starving artist, it's hard to do charity work.
Right.
It's hard to do the volunteer work. I understand volunteerism, You know, I volunteered in Africa. I volunteered in different places around the world.
Yeah.
So I understand the concept. But I've met people who to this day would be like, yo, you did what? You worked in villages for 2 months for no pay?
Yeah.
What is that? You know, and I'm going to say that about our people because when I went, it was a bunch of white folks and other people.
Yeah, they understand.
They understand about volunteerism.
Right.
Our people don't know about volunteerism.
Everything can be about money, though.
Everything can't be,
about
but
money.
they
Right.
don't understand.
They don't stand that.
You know, you got to give in order to receive.
And I would say, in addition to that, everybody got their own agenda.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, like you said, they broaden their horizons, their mind,
Yes.
mental. If you open expansion, you can see more beyond that. And again, I hate to say it, everything's about money.
Yeah.
Common speaks about it. Most Def spoke about it.
Yep.
Dave Chappelle did it.
Yep.
Bernie Mac did it. Richard Pryor did it. Robert Harris did it. I mean, list goes on. I'm like, you know what? Money can't be about everything. I mean, money is a substantial. We need that.
Yes.
But sometimes look beyond that.
Yeah.
Look beyond the damn money and really see the big picture. Like you said, mental expansion, like expanded. And a lot of people, I hate to say, got their own PA.
Yeah.
They got their private agenda, and I hate it. So how can we all, come closer and make something better if everybody, man, I want to do this my way. You know, I see what you're saying, but I feel this way.
Right.
It's
right,
like,
right, right.
it makes it, we're not getting nowhere.
We need more Bob Saget's. Like Bob Saget's an artist that understood how money worked, and he knew how to get money for other artists who just knew how to be artists.
Right.
Yes.
Like, this is all I do, man. I don't know what that money stuff is, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I got you. You're great, so let me get you a check for that. And he just knew how to like.
Yes.
And it kept artists working without having to feel tied down to having to do the earthly stuff that doesn't really benefit their creativity.
Yes. Yes. I mean, I'm in that space also because I have to keep a job in order to facilitate my responsibilities.
Yeah.
But I still make sure I take time for my art.
Yeah.
I still take time to be in the spaces where I can hear other creatives.
Yeah.
You know, and with that, when I hear other creatives, I'm like, oh man, that's charging.
Yeah.
It gives me, it recharges my battery, even though I have to be in the workforce and things like that. You know, so that's balance.
Right.
Okay, now that's balance where people don't have that. It's either one thing or the other.
Correct.
Yeah.
You know, and that's the other part where we got to get to. We got to have that balance. Remember how to mentally recharge your battery. You know,
I feel like
real,
this city is
real healing.
Like really corrective. I think if you don't get that balance, this irritant in this city will make you get it, or you'll be living under the 15.
It will.
It's like it's a real corrective place, man. I don't.
Yeah, because if you catch hold of one of them bad habits,
it'll
take you. It will take you. Absolutely.
DMash, what would it take right now for you to like put like a whole organization together here for just comedians?
What would it take for me?
Yeah, like say you wanted like 100, you wanted to mentor 100 young comedians.
Okay.
What would it take for you to do that in Vegas right now with the condition of the city?
It's a lot of rivalry with that. That's a big, broad question.
And what would be your first challenge?
Okay,
that's a loaded question.
It's a very loaded question. Make sure I want them to hear me clearly. You got to first, people nowadays, comedy is how you got to start from the ground up. Everybody wants to censor you,
right?
So this new shit, right? You already know where I'm going with this. A lot of comedians, like even what's his name? Iglesias, Fluffy. What's his name?
They're Fluffy.
Fluffy.
Yeah.
He's saying he wants to quit comedy because everybody want to cancel culture. That shit. It's like, you know what? Comedy is not what it used to be. So it's hard to charge up the comedians that you got a passion for. Why you stop? Man, I can't say what I want to say no more. I can't. You got to basically go inside somebody's spirit and motivate them. And remember when you first started. Remember why you started.
Yeah.
I would start a seminar. Like, if you think you're the best comedian, you think you're funny, I'll start a seminar and come here. Whoever got the best material, make it a competition. Like, you funny. You can curse, say whatever you want to say. Nothing, no topic is off limits.
Yeah.
They love shit like that.
Yeah.
We love right.
Oh yeah.
They love that. And I love to say it. Cat Williams, he's a realist. You know, we got Club Shay Shay. You know, all these all these platforms. Like, you know what? Give the comedians a space where they can just exuberate their talent. What I would do if I had the money, I would, okay, you know what? We're gonna have a sit-in, a seminar. Y'all got 30 minutes or 15 minutes, whatever. 15, 10 minutes, talk about why are you funny. And, you know, whoever get the popular vote, whatever, what it is.
I mean, it sounds great because next to being a black man, comedy is the only art form they're trying to annihilate. They're trying to get rid of that quickly.
And I did my homework.
Like, no more laughing, man. It's
I did my homework.
Funny.
The Great Depression. I went back. I did history. They said, did you know the comedy entertainment was the only thing that revived people? A friend told me the Great Depression back in history. The entertainment comedy was the only thing that kept people away from not thinking about their burdens.
Right.
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit. I had to go deep. I'm like, comedian. They said that was the let loose, and everybody forgot about their problems that they tend. I'm like, so they need us. Comedy is medicine.
I'm telling you, man. If you go on Netflix right now, you find like 4 funny movies. The rest is dark.
It's depressing.
I'm like, what is that?
It's dark.
What happened to laughing?
Yep. They don't want that.
It's
It's,
like
a plan. It's a propaganda plan. And I'm like, you know what? Fuck that. You know, I'm 36 years old.
Yeah.
You know, Kevin Hart was big when he made it my age, 36, 37. I'm just up don't fall too far from the tree. I'm like, I'll make it big. You never know. I'll get a $9.5 million contract. You know, they're watching me.
Yeah.
I know they're watching me. And how do I feel about that? No pressure. No pressure.
Right.
It's I want to change the game. I want to change it. Fuck that cancel culture. They can suck my dick because that's bullshit. It's like we can't say nothing. If I keep complimenting you, that's not funny.
Right.
I want to say,
Right.
bitch, your eyebrows aren't even. Get your eyelashes fixed. You know, I want to say, like, you think you funny with that BBL? They fuck you. They put a dance in your ass.
Oh,
BBL.
yeah, say that. It's done.
It's like people
done.
like, oh my God, like
Right.
he just like, yeah, like,
Nobody's ass bounces like
nobody.
that. Get
Right.
out
Like
of here.
I watched what's the
That
song?
shit outta
Doing the butt. Oh, that everybody had a real natural ass.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
I'm like,
yes.
I was doing some shit. Let me
Hold
ask.
on. Even was that the song?
Which one?
Baby Got Back.
Ah,
Even on the videos, you know, Baby Got Back. They had real
natural plump
round-
asses.
Yeah.
It's like so.
It
It's
was
like,
real.
Look at this, man. It's just all this. I take all this to come. Like you guys, they're trying to reformat, trying to rechange. Like comedy is like I find everything. Don't be talking about that. You can't be too sensitive.
Yes.
And I would tell comedians that if they're sensitive, fuck them because nobody wants a sensitive ass person. You gotta be real. That's what comedy was back in the day. Richard Pryor, Eddie Murphy gave no fucks. Chris Rock, you know. You know, he gave no fucks.
Right.
You know, Bernie Mac, David, I don't tell you motherfuckers. I don't tell you. I told you.
Yeah.
Some of my bitch. You know, nobody gave a fuck. Like that's what the world needs, and everybody want to be censored. And you can't say this, you can't say that. It's fucking crazy.
Are they moving like? Is a move to like start writing movies because it seems like you can't just say things on stage anymore. But if you write a movie,
Yeah.
and put all the murder and butt sex and whatever else you want in it, then it's fine.
Right.
It's
Right.
right.
You can Diddy on the movie and it's cool.
Exactly.
I don't know.
And that's the issue. I mean,
Yeah.
big time.
Yes, sir.
And some of these movies that are funny are not even funny.
They're not funny.
They're not even funny. And I mean, I've seen a lot of these movies. Even if you look on Netflix, Tubi, Prime,
Tubi's a
everything.
But I'm saying, as a comedian, most
Yeah.
of your work has to come from like a harder. A lot of comedians
Yes.
more pressure, the harder life. Something makes you see the funny side and all that pain. Is it easier to just write a dark movie with all of that energy, so that way you don't have to worry about council?
Is it hard?
Culture? Is it easier? Would it be easier just to write an hour movie with all your funny? Like what's his name? Who really went into this mode? Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey's done it. Deion Cole. They're
Deion
taking
Cole's
darker roles to kind of
Yeah.
exercise that muscle.
Yeah.
I don't
believe
know
it.
because like Jim Carrey, he was always doing off the wall stuff, and his
Right.
comedy, his comedy in the movies was always over the top.
Yeah.
So I think he had to, show his range,
Right.
by going into darker spaces. If you think about the Wayans brothers,
I was
this
thinking
is
about this now.
this is a family who were funny,
Right.
and
All of them.
yeah,
Yeah.
and their stuff was, expanded, and took them into different places, but they all lived off of it. So I think comedy can definitely lift you with whatever you're doing, but you have to make the decision where you're going.
Right.
You can't let the culture of the society say, no, you can't do that.
And I'm a victim. I've been doing that.
Right.
So you feel like society's telling you not to be as funny as you are.
Yeah, because my dad, rest his soul, love you, daddy. He's been deceased for 4 years. This is the 4th year. He died before Thanksgiving. And my dad, he told me that I can't. You sound like him on one part. You kind of fucked me up just now. He said on one part, if I was to quit what I started, he said, you're proving everybody that said, Deshaun did a good job. You could make it. He said, that mean you proving everybody right. And he said, I'm gonna be at your next big show in Vegas. And it happened. So that messed me up. And I'm like, okay. He said, son, you funny to me. You Dashawn, you funny to me. Don't let nobody tell you ain't funny. Don't let the world, nobody tell. It's like, now I'm starting to see the change, things change.
Yeah.
He's right. It's like, you know what? I've let the word get too much cloud in my head. It's like, Dashawn, you're not thinking clearly.
Yeah.
So if you let this world dictate if you're funny or not, fuck y'all. Denzel said it's back in the day, it was different how you were funny. You do it in front of people.
Yeah.
Now everything is social media, cloud. They judging you if you're funny, like, you funny. And what really fucks me up is these influencers. I want to talk about that in a second. Yeah. What the fuck are you influencing?
Right.
What the hell is that? What is that?
What is that?
Influencing people.
Yeah, you influence people.
Yeah.
That is stupid. I hate that word. Like, I'm an influencer. Do what?
Yeah.
It's like, and they make somebody laugh for 10 seconds. They're funny. And I'm like, that's an insult to people that actually study years of perfecting their craft, one's craft. You make someone laugh for 10 seconds, you're automatically funny. Yeah. It is so many arrows and so many errors I see, like, that's not funny. That's like, really? And it just makes me so mad. And I see the person get 9.5 million off what? Off of,
Do you feel that we might be having issues in those areas because of our friendships? Like, what does black friendships, black male friendships look like now?
Okay. I can
because I see some guys out here getting it, and I'm like, I could tell y'all got good buddies. Like, y'all have good conversations on Tuesday mornings. You're not sitting at the crib depressed and mad or just got in a fight with your girl. None of that. You have good conversations. I can see it in the way y'all moving.
Okay.
Like, what are we looking like now?
The opposite is we're going reverse.
You believe so?
A little bit of that, yeah.
So, are your friends younger than you? Are your friends? Do you have any like people you talk to regularly?
One person.
Okay.
He from Jersey.
Okay. That's what's up.
One person. And he tell me he spoke some real shit. And I'm thankful for my platform. I got a lot of celebrities that follow me now. They open their eyes up.
Yeah.
You have woke and you have wake. Like Dave Chappelle, like you got the woke. I'm like, okay, my brain is going fast like right now. It's so much I want to say. Yeah. But you can't say about the trans. I said, fuck the trans. Now they making fun of them. Yeah. They're so quick to cancel you. If they don't like it, it makes you uncomfortable to cancel you. Why? Because the truth hurts. Or you got the LGBT, LMNOPQ, RST, you fuck a V.
Yeah, all of
it's
that.
like, I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I don't care. It's like, y'all know the truth makes you cringe. And it's like, someone said, Dashawn, it's going to take one person to say, be the voice, speak up. If it didn't make you feel some type of way, that means something's up. And I'm like, I'm a part of that real shit. I'm going to speak what the fuck I feel. Yeah. It's like my dick, I don't care. Yeah. I don't take sides. I'm in a gray area. And it's just, that's what's wrong with this world. It's so much that everybody wants you to be like them. Oh, and men, we fucked it up. Cat Will's actually putting things back on the platform. You know how real he is. He's putting things back in perspective. This is what it is.
Yeah, let's say that because I haven't, like I said, like last month when I messed up doing this, I ain't learned nothing truthful or helpful in my life that didn't come from a comedian. The most helpful. If I wouldn't be with my wife today, we got married. And, it was really rough. It was like 13 years ago. It was really rough. I was going through some stuff, man. And talking to pastors and other men who were supposed to be good.
Yes,
their idea was for me to cheat on her and keep it quiet. I didn't know, honestly, until what's his name? What's that brother's name? He had a...
T.D. Jakes?
Nah, as a comedian.
He live out here?
His name just slipped my mind, but 2011, he was talking about how he didn't know that like having like extra women was wrong. Like all these things that he didn't know. I'm like, dude, I feel this same thing. Like there's energy that we aren't just like they tell you not to do things. We're told not to do things as black men, but there's always like this, you can do this kind of pass. And like I never really understood how that got, especially in the South.
Okay.
So listening to this man changed my life. And I was like, I won't step into this path anymore. I won't walk down this, and everything just changed, but I wouldn't have naturally seen a reason to even not be in that space had it not been for him speaking his truth from where he was at.
Okay.
So like I say, all the great things I've learned have come from a comedian of some sort.
Wow.
We're like a therapist. Somebody told me we're actually therapists.
I absolutely
we have to
believe
heal people like our pain, our truth. I'm going through it right now, but nobody can tell. I miss having someone I can speak to besides my OG from New Jersey. Yeah. I wish somebody could like this, talk to me every now and then, just little pep talk, little powwow. I wish I could have that. I don't. If I go through a hard patch, I need somebody advice or guidance. Yeah. Who can I talk to?
Yeah.
You got to find that.
I got to find that.
You got to find that.
It's
That is
so
definitely important. So when you do get the time to find an elder brother or elder comedian or whoever that you can just sit and build with, and they're not always going to be on point for your life, but just having somebody to get it out, to vent to is definitely a positive place to be.
You said vent like about my struggles. That's
absolutely get ideas off of relationships, whatever. I mean,
y'all have people to talk to about ideas and things like creatively, or is that just something you got a one man show it? Because I'm a one man show with everything. Music, show it. My clothes, jewelry, everything, and I'm tired of it.
Well, listen, I'm a one man show because I don't trust other people's opinion about me.
Yeah,
I know me enough,
respect that.
and I mean, I have some friends that I could bounce ideas off of, but I know we come from different spaces.
Yeah,
I have a really, really good friend, and I talk to him a lot, but he's been married to one woman. He has his family. They've been together since college.
Yeah,
I got 3-4 baby mamas, and our situations are different.
Yeah.
So I can talk to him about certain things, and I get some things from him that is of value, but I can't tell him about everything. And when we used to live in Jersey together, he used to say, and he'll
Shout
say,
out to Jersey,
bro, I lived life through you. He was like, yo, I knew I couldn't do what you was doing, but I got good information from
it's
you.
Good balance, man.
Yeah.
Totally.
Right.
Certain information you can share with certain people.
Certain people.
I agree with that.
So I got certain people who I can call. I got a friend from Jersey who's real. Like if I say, yo, I want to do that, yo, you stupid. He'll tell you straight up, are you stupid?
Right.
Bro, don't do no dumb shit like that. He'll tell me straight like that.
They hard.
Yeah.
So yes, I have some friends who I can call on, but on a daily, I'm usually, I usually trust my opinion about everything that I do.
Yeah, that's good. That's the start.
Yes.
First and foremost.
It's hard, brother. Yes. It's like I say, everybody, it's hard. You got to take the advice. It's just everybody's advice ain't what works for you may not work for them. I mean, what works for them may not work for you. So everybody's advice, take it with a grain of salt. I'm learning. And as a comedian, I got to hear, I'm your therapist. I got to hear your problems and that's fucked up.
Yeah.
That's fucked up. It's like, damn, you got some shit. And I'm gonna say I'm going through shit too, but I'm not let that person speak.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Let them speak. Like, okay, and that's how I'm learning. Like, I'm a damn therapist. You confessing your sins to me? I ain't Jesus. I'm like people. They tell me all kinds of shit. Like, do I like black Jesus to you? Like, and I just let it go. And they're expressing themselves. That heals them.
Yes,
that heals them. And I'm learning. Okay. And now I'm like, well, I was going to talk about it. I don't fucking know now.
Right.
So
see, that's purpose, man.
It's purpose.
Yeah, it's purpose. Right on.
So when he said that, I'm like, damn, Deshaun, you have a higher calling.
That's right. And us as creatives in whichever field that we are, our purpose is to help others.
Right.
We're helping ourselves because the stuff that I write lots of times about me or how I feel about something, but it's somebody else out there who has that same feeling inside, and it helps bring it out. I don't think I'm the best poet in the world, right? But I know I have something to say that somebody's going to relate to, even if it's somebody who's younger than me that says, damn, he's not that good, so I could do it too. Whatever that thought is, they might say, yo,
true,
but he's got confidence to do that. Shit, I could do it too.
But do you not think that switch is what makes the difference in everybody? Like if you would have said to yourself, no, I am the greatest regardless.
Right.
And just do your thing, you would naturally become the greatest. Would that is that how it works? Because I see this a lot, man. You see people in their prime, they're okay. But they preach it like they're really dope, and then they kind of start becoming really dope.
Hold on, but
like even if they work don't change, but it's like I kind of start seeing what they're
believe it.
Some people, I think, go overboard with it. So I'm gonna think about Dave Chappelle.
Yeah.
Dave Chappelle is absolutely the greatest.
Yeah.
He's awesome. But his humbleness also allows him to be touchable by regular people.
Right.
There's some people who get they're so great that no one can reach them.
Right.
And I don't ever want to, I know I'm good, but I don't want to be unreachable by the regular people.
Right.
That's where I take it, You know, I'm good at what I do, but I don't want to be so good that people can't approach me.
Yeah.
And people
I
can't
get it.
touch you know, I want to be with the people. And if we want to be spiritual or whatever the case may be,
Right.
They say all the prophets talk to and dealt with the people.
Yeah, that's the only way to work.
That's the only
walk
way.
Of Jesus, regardless of what you believe.
You can't do it without the people.
Yeah.
I can't.
I gotta be in a space where I can reach the people. So
please tell us, like, can you preach this to the church people that don't hear this? That
they
just
don't,
because they don't hear it.
I
They're
need
like,
the tambourine.
well, you can't do nothing but God, and God this. But what about the people? Well, nah, it's
What
just
about the
God. It's
people?
like, but
Who
God
said
is the
this?
people. I hear this from older churches in the South so much.
I used to live next to a church.
Yeah.
The biggest church on the block. And 2 doors down from me was the biggest crack house in the area.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And I'm saying they can block the street off every Sunday for church, but every other day of the week it's free for the drug dealers to do whatever they want. And I'm saying, how is this? How could this be? You the
Crack house
biggest
kept
thing.
that church there.
He said,
You the
100%.
biggest thing on the block.
Yeah, because if it wasn't for that big business, there wouldn't be no reason for them to be there
But
collecting
y'all could
tithes.
shut this place down
Any
every
second.
I could almost not even get into my house for parking because they got it blocked off.
For crack or for
No, the church.
church? Oh,
It's for church.
Mega church.
You know,
golly.
a mega church right there, and 2 doors down, these dudes, you know, they slanging
Slanging
out
it.
the house.
That boogie sugar.
I'm like, come on.
White girl. Smack. that fresh
I'm like,
powder.
that don't make sense to me.
That's
Yeah, that's
that goes
crazy.
that
You
goes
know?
without saying. But yeah, sometimes
Yeah,
they
that's
know what they're doing. I ain't gonna hate to say this, but I gotta be the devil's advocate. They got the church. You said a church. You said 2 houses, 2 blocks, whatever. Then a crack house.
Yes.
They know what they doing, and it's like, you know what?
Absolutely.
On the south side of Chicago, I love my church, Life Center Church of God in Christ. You had us across the street. It's the McDonald's. Behind the McDonald's, crack house.
Yeah.
So we used to go get McDonald's. Everybody got in the church. The Youth for Christ. We go out. I'm like, man, why I be seeing people out there? They ain't going to McDonald's. They going to the
Crack house.
Crack house. How you know? My mama, how you know what that is? Mom, I know a crack house when I see a crack house.
Exactly.
Right across the church.
If you know it, the leadership of the church know it. Why ain't nobody doing
They
nothing
know a
about
crack
it?
house.
Because it's
He's
bringing
never
too
lied.
much money.
Huh?
It brings too much money.
That's what it is.
There's no
That's
sense of
funny.
shutting
That's
that
I can
down.
see. Now that's funny, right?
Yeah.
People are that's insensitive. That man, shut your ass up. That's funny.
Right.
And
That's real.
that's what it is, man. Like I said,
real.
that's the world we live in. I make everything funny. Even if it's serious, you gotta find a little humor in it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like the guy who passed, whoever told you.
Oh, yeah.
That guy was really.
I had another pastor tell me, hey, man, your wife ain't giving you none, just beat off. No talk to her.
Don't
Don't
talk
find
to
out what
her.
her heart's about. No
Shit.
nothing. Just beat off, bro.
Oh, my
and
God.
don't use any porn. Just make sure you just beat off regular. I was like, why am I hearing this from you, man?
Beat your meat.
But
Yeah.
I'm gonna play the angel's advocate here.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
Ah,
He didn't know how to express. He was trying to be real with you.
right.
He was trying
Okay.
to be real with you, and he didn't know how to therapeutically help you understand that talking to your woman, because in certain generations they don't know how to communicate.
With their-
They only
Yeah,
know
that's
what
true.
they know.
That's true.
You
So
know,
he's
so
only giving him what he knows.
in his own
His
right,
teachings.
he was
Okay.
thinking that, yo, listen, this is what I do. And he didn't say that to you, but this is
That's
what
some
I
funny
do.
shit, man. That's funny shit.
You
I'm
know.
sorry you went through that, brother. You
Yeah,
had a
yeah,
moment.
right.
I've got some
You had a
trauma
moment.
from that place. I
I'm
would
sure.
tell y'all that.
I'm sure.
I'm talking about some trauma
He
from
told you to
that
go to
place.
OnlyFans and all that stuff.
No, he
No,
said don't. He
He
said
said
don't do
don't. Oh.
porn.
Yeah, he said, don't do
just
that.
go jerk off.
Yeah. I was like, that's poor. I can't figure out, like, what is
That's
that?
funny as fuck, man. I'm sorry. how did you take that? I was like, how did you take
Like this?
He was like,
I gotta use this on stage. Like
Bruh,
my man
I
got
went-
manhandle, man.
Yeah, I went and got some wings.
He said take your balls and beat off. You can't
That's
watch no
it.
porn, no magazine.
don't watch no porn because that's sinful. But you can go ahead.
you
And
So
can
how
do
do
that.
you expect you to beat off then?
He's, well,
I gotta ask you. I was like, how you know how to see? What did he? So you got
I guess he just wanted me to do it,
imagination.
Yeah.
Yeah.
straight up. Must be imagination.
Wait, it's what about anime?
Oh, no, that's too much. That's too graphic.
Anime for oh my god, this
Yeah,
man.
that's the
I would
worst,
love to meet.
man.
The reason why I'm saying this, I was the you know what adjutant is, right?
Who?
To a pastor adjutant. You ever heard of the Barman Barrier of the pastor?
No.
Okay.
Okay, so when the pastor,
Are you Methodist?
no,
Oh,
I'm not. I'm getting into it for a second.
Okay.
So my pastor, when he basically, I was like his right hand when he's talking to the people, the congregation. I was right there with his Bible, and when he does this, go to such and such. I got up, give it to him.
Right.
People like, damn, like I was kind of raised in church, so when I hear certain things like that, it's like, who the hell you talking to?
Right.
Because I know like you got bitch.
You were the young deacon.
Yeah, there you go. I was a young
you
deacon.
had a baggy suit on?
Junior deacon.
I was, yeah.
You had a
I
baggy
know some
suit?
scriptures. I would have thrown some scriptures at him. It would have been a revolution up in here.
It wouldn't work.
I speak to Kurt Franklin. I speak to Donnie McClarkin. Like
Yeah.
I'm friends with people in the mega churches, so they have a sense of humor. Where he said to you will have them like, what is this? I rebuke you.
It's hilarious.
It's
dude.
funny. I'm just
I've
saying.
dealt with some drama in that place.
Yeah, I'm just saying that's funny.
I gotta mention this. And I love it. So I'm sorry you went through that, but no, you can. I bet your wife. Did you tell your wife that?
Yeah.
What'd she say?
I don't remember what she said about it. She talks a lot, so I can't really remember what she said back.
Oh shit!
It's a lot of words.
As a comedian, I had to listen to everything, and I'm like, you know what? I'm sorry, but I work with my pastor. He traveled to Minister, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. People like, I went there. My pastor traveled. Can't wear certain things. They wearing them bow ties, bean pies. Them dude, I'm making fun of it, man. That's the bean pie. But give me a pork sandwich and a sandwich on the side. Give me some, a little bit of pumpkin seed. I mess with them, and they all, brother Islam. That's the Islam Nation. So I'm like, my pastor, they joke around with that. It's just certain things I hear, and I'm like, if only they knew my teachings. Now I know my teachings is universal.
Yeah.
So when I heard it, it's just like, why did he tell you that? Well, again, that's his teaching.
That's
how
particular
he was.
person, and you said this is in the South.
Was it so? Oh, I didn't catch that part.
Was his.
That's his.
That's just where he was from.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
It's funny as fuck though, man. He gave T-Pain the wrong advice, man. Man, you got Twitter, OnlyFans, and this is why I'm careful who I ask questions to.
Right.
Yeah.
Did you
Right.
ask a question to him?
I did.
And
Yeah.
he gave you.
What he knows. He can only give you what he knows. I had an older brother who was Muslim. He's an older brother. He was Muslim. And, I was, telling him an issue I was having.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, brother, you don't have morals.
Mm.
And I was like, oh, okay. I don't have morals, but you were the one on drugs for half your life. You were doing this, doing that, and I don't have morals. I'm like, maybe my morals were different from his current place in life, but I was just like, bro, that's a lot to say to somebody.
It is.
You know
That's
what I'm
heavy.
saying?
Did you check him?
Please tell me you did.
No,
Because here's like,
I would
man,
check them.
we need to
No,
start
no,
checking
no.
these cats. 'Cause
No.
I
I
would check them.
was younger and he was an elder.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
Who
Respect
checks
the elders.
elders?
no. Well, again, it just depends. Again, he wasn't being malicious.
Okay.
He was really trying to get a real point across, but it just didn't. It wasn't in the right way. But that's just where he came from.
You have
Yeah.
no morals.
Yeah.
It's just
I
where
don't
he
like
came
that.
from, and you got to understand that. And again, even so, knowing who you're getting information from
See?
and where they come from
From.
is just as important. So if I go to a therapist, I need to know what their background is,
Right.
because
Right.
if they're only reading out of a book, they don't know,
Any life.
they don't have life experience, or life experience that could really present me with proper information.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're doing me a disservice.
Yeah.
And I think therapy is great, but I gotta have someone who has experience with life other than, their own.
Do you think age comes with experience? You think age is a big factor of that?
Nah, I'm gonna tell you why.
I agree with that. Thank you.
Because man, there's this old dude, right? He's a brother,
Mhm.
black dude, works at this gas station up the road, and I would go in there. I go in the morning to get my coffee or whatever, and he's in there sometime. I guess he works overnight. But I went in the evening one time, and he was a straight asshole, right? And I kind of felt why, because I could feel like people's energies,
Right.
because there's a couple ladies that work in the morning that are really nice to me, super nice, right? So I stopped going altogether. But he was a real clown to me, man. And I was like, what is this for? This dude came in behind me in the store, right?
Yeah.
And this is the weirdest, and I've seen this shit a lot. Came up behind me, and the dude said, "Oh, that's my friend right there." Right? And then like started checking out dude as he was finishing my stuff. And I'm like, dang, man, I'm not trying to be your buddy or nothing. I'm not trying to date none of these raggedy mud ducks that's here in the morning. I'm married. If that's what you're thinking this is about.
Right,
you know?
right.
So it's just all kind of negative trash energy. And I get a lot of that. I've had a lot of that here from older brothers. Who checks these old guys?
Nobody.
Their pastors aren't telling them nothing.
Nope. Nobody.
They're continuing to do the same type of stuff and they think that is okay.
But now this again, okay, so again, I've traveled the world, right?
Yeah.
Literally, if you've never been anywhere but in your neighborhood, that's all you know.
Preach.
And if you've only seen newcomers into your neighborhood or your area, you feel uncomfortable because you ain't never been nowhere.
So when are black men gonna stop being terrified of black men?
I don't think
easy.
Yeah.
Will they stop killing each other, Robert?
I don't
why
think
is that happening though? Like, why is it
black
so
men
much?
are not terrified of other black men.
So he's not. He wasn't terrified of the thought of what made him not treat me like a customer, and why do people do that first? Why do they feel I'm threatened first? Let me be real rude.
That's
to
no
this guy
home
first.
training.
It starts from home.
That's no home training. That's
Okay,
it.
respect.
Just like
I
you
agree.
got
I can see
young
that.
kids every day who are exposed to nonsense.
Yeah,
They go out in the street
and they become old jokers with
and they
nonsense.
become
Yeah.
old jokers.
But where does that start from?
Stuck
Right.
in that same place.
Saw a dude at 7-Eleven this morning dressed like he walked right out of Migos video. He's about 54 years old, right? Had a hat on, like the tight ass breeches, balls. I was like, what is this dude doing at 7-Eleven struggling, can't buy anything this morning? Couldn't get his coffee, had to go outside and make a phone call. And I was like, he had the look, but he was appropriating the look, but didn't have the like lifestyle.
Right.
What's the
Right.
use of that?
Right.
Okay.
Why are we in that space?
It's a propaganda thing. It's a lot. That's a very, very good question.
Why?
'Cause I see that a lot. It's a,
I can answer. I'm just trying to get the
Listen.
word. How do I answer something like that? A lot of black folks hate on other black folks.
No. I don't even think about
I've
it.
seen it.
I mean,
I've seen it. Like, it's so much hate. It's a lot. It has to do with a lot of hate, oppression.
so oppression
I'll
I
say-
first.
I say oppression.
You up in a few.
Yeah. It's just I see like why you like man, you got a nice car, man. I want that. And a lot of movies I watch, I watch a lot of black movies. It's like I'm from a biracial family.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. My mom, my aunt, I have a cousin, auntie who's white, blonde
Yeah.
hair, blue eyes.
Yeah.
In Iowa and Alabama,
Mhm.
Montgomery. I'm like, oh, I got family. They white.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay. And I look at a lot of black people like you ever heard the saying, all black folk ain't kinfolk?
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah.
that. I'm
Right.
like, you got, I think Chris Rock
So
said
saying that first, you think people like preach that first and their minds stay stuck in that place instead of like trying to.
I do. I do.
again, even with that, and I don't mean to cut you off, everybody has this shit in their community.
Yes.
Right.
They do.
Everybody.
But why can't it be changed and be great in everybody's community? Because I can roll to any city and feel the same. I know when I'm in that neighborhood, that's like
Right.
this is
Why
it.
can't they all
And it
just
feel
be
the same in every state, and then you feel the bottom of like New Orleans in every state. Like, what is this? Shanty town.
I lived in China for 4
Kingston.
years.
Yeah.
China?
I lived in China for 4 years. They do the same shit to each other.
Well, why is
Chinese,
this?
why I can't, that's human nature. We're very territorial. We're communal people. And if you're from outside of my community, it's beware. Now, if I went somewhere with a Chinese person and they spoke for me, everything is cool. But if I went to that same place by myself,
Without them speaking for you, wouldn't have the same kind of.
it wouldn't have the
Oh, yeah.
same.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
know,
yeah.
It's just that type of human nature,
Human nature.
that people don't understand. And the world is getting smaller, so we're able to see it more. But unfortunately, we are in our own box, in our own bubble, and it feels hard. Like we're in the midst of the storm.
Yeah.
And when you're in the midst of the storm, it always feels terrible. But the reality is, it's okay. It's
It
gonna
is.
breeze by.
Amen, brother.
Right.
It's gonna go. It's gonna finish.
I saw a black dude speak on Cantonese or Chinese on
Yeah.
TikTok, and I'm like, and she was talking. I'm like, her whole demeanor changed. She assumed, and he spoke the
Exactly.
language, and the whole
It
thing
changed.
changed.
Yeah,
I was like, what
Yes.
the fuck?
Yes.
And I'm like, he a black.
Yes.
I'm sorry, excuse my language.
He's like, I'm about to learn that.
I'm like, I was like, I follow him, but
Yeah.
he
Oh,
was
yeah.
like you, and he spoke her language, and she
That
no, that's
opens
okay.
you up.
Opened you up.
Opens you
They
up.
treat their own Yeah.
So we basically need to learn Cantonese,
Listen, no.
Chinese.
When I was in Africa, the same thing.
Yeah.
If you learn the language of the people or the place that you go, they receive you.
They
more.
receive you. Yeah.
I
love
only
that.
knew a few different words in the different cultures, place, but as long as you make that effort, that attempt, they treat you like family.
They do.
Well, I only know a couple words. Hey guys, and don't beat me up, but I only know a few words and phrases in nigga. So whenever I have to deal with people like that, I don't know what to do, man. I freak out.
But even that works. Check it out.
That
though.
works with them.
You go to certain areas that you're not from in the ghetto.
Yeah.
If you can speak their lingo,
Yeah.
they feel a little bit more comfortable.
So what was I supposed to say to that guy and people like that? Because that bothered me, man. He's like 6'5", you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have any reason to be this asshole.
Well, you could give him what he thought. Yo, them bitches is hot, right?
I got to do all of that. I got to like knuckle drag and talk like a coon.
You know, if I wasn't with my wife, man, I'd be having. You must got him, right? You know, you got.
Oh, you know how to speak that coon.
They like that. Okay.
You must.
I'm black. You see my skin, right? They call me. I'm off black.
Who?
Off black.
Out here, I'm off black. I said I hate this. I said my dad was a nigga. That's my dad. He a hood nigga.
Right.
I said, man, you don't talk it like talk black or whatever. You get on going with this. It's like, but when I talk the language, hey fam, first let me tell you know the fuck I am, bro. Like chill that shit out. I talk different. Oh shit, my fault, famo.
Yes,
you see, you gotta switch up the diet.
Exactly.
I'm like this motherfucker because they sensed it. Like where you
Well,
from?
we finna show switch it up then if you got it, because you up.
What do you mean?
You up?
You finna go
You gotta
to
do your
live
set.
segment, dude.
Shit.
Appreciate you guys tapping in. This has been a fun show.
Yes.
And next, we got Deshaun Marshall, DMash, about to represent for you guys with live comedy.
Yeah.
Woo! What up, everybody? This is your boy, Mr. Deshaun Marshall, and I'm gonna end this on a good, fun note. Ladies, fellas, stop tripping. Don't let this world change who you really are. Don't let this world give you a false narrative. Live life, man. Laugh it up. In great words of my boy Kevin Hart, fuck you. Fuck you, Tom Brady. Fuck you, Wayne Brady. Fuck whoever don't like me. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I use that word freely because that's how I feel every day. I wake up to some bullshit I don't like. Fuck you. The enemy is a lie. I am blessed. I'm grateful. I'm honored. I'm humbled. And I'm appreciated to be able to do what I do. I love life, man. Life is funny. Live it up. Live it up. Don't let OnlyFans change you. Don't believe that shit. That's the new pimp site. If you paying $25.99 for a subscription, you the new ignorant fool. You the new dummy. I'm not gonna pay that much money to watch a woman masturbate and I'm supposed to get a kick out of it. I'm not doing that. It's a lot of dumb shit in the world that got y'all believing it. I wouldn't do it. Don't believe the shit.
Real life.
Don't fall victim to the okie doke. What else? I didn't say it. Nothing's off limits when I'm on camera. Can I curse, man? Can I curse?
I don't think you can curse.
Oh, if I curse, they can just edit that out. I didn't mean it like that. But on a good note, be who you are. Don't let nobody else define you. You are who you are because you are who you are. You were born in this world. Be yourself. Don't change. And that's a message that I approve. That message. My name is Deshaun Marshall. You guys have a good one.
Boom. Hey. Thank y'all guys for tapping in. This is your boy Big Bobby B live here on The Pot, a segment cut from I Am Talitha Kume show, live on the Food for the Soul Media Group. If I can get my words out, blah, 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 blah. But follow the Falcon. Falcon, can you give me your social, please?
Yes, you can follow me on IG at DA_FALCON,
Yeah.
Falcon _Haru. And that's where you can find me.
And my guy DMash, holler at us.
DMash, they can follow
Tell them
me.
where they can follow you.
Yes, sir. Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, DMash. That's DMASH. Official, OFFICIAL. Reading is fundamental, people. Please read, not D-Smash. DMash. Again, that's DMASHOFFICIAL. All your social media platforms.
And I'm Orlay _worldwide and The Real Big Bobby B. And you can find me on all the cool music sites as The Real Big Bobby B, dropping cool beats with no rappers.
Hey.
Because we're tired of hearing what rappers got to say. Shut your ass up.
Hey.
Until next time.